Hey everybody, so today I want to talk about abandonment issues, specifically for those with bipolar disorder. I myself have had several instances of abandonment that have affected my life, and I wanted to share those experiences with you guys. So the first time that I was abandoned was by my biological father. I was around 4-ish when he finally left for good and signed over his parental rights. But I can still remember standing outside of me and my mom's house, like for hours waiting on him to come and for him to never show up. And I remember telling my mom too, like I remember one time, like in particular, it was pouring down rain, it was cold, and I was standing outside in my like little parka, waiting for him, and I was just walking around in circles. And I remember my mom coming out and saying, "Hey, I don't think he's coming." And I yelled at her, "No, Mom, he'll be here," and he just never showed up. It wasn't long after those rainy, dark days that he signed over his rights. And the funny thing is that I had completely blocked that from my brain somehow, and because it wasn't until many years later when grandparents finally got grandparents' rights, and when that became a thing, and they served my parents with papers. His parents did. Luckily, they turned out to be really amazing people. I love my grandmother, and my grandfather's passed now, but I mean they're amazing. They're angels. They're the most amazing people I've ever met, and I love them a lot because they're just amazing people. Later on, I did get to meet my biological father, and that did not turn out well. But like I said, they turned out to be some really great people, but it could have been a bad situation. Up until that point, if you asked me who my dad was, and still to this day, I would tell you it's my stepdad. I consider him because he's the one who raised me. I don't call him stepdad, I call him dad. Because he's the one who raised me. Then there are the women. I couldn't really say here that I was so much abandoned as that I got cheated on and then we split up. One girl in particular, we lived together, and she would get rides from her coworkers, and sometimes she'd be too tired to drive home and stay, so she'd stay on her friend's couch. I had no idea at the time that she was cheating on me. I was just too young and naive to think that was something someone does to someone. I thought that was something that like bad people did, and I didn't think she was a bad person. I trusted her, which turned out to be a giant fucking mistake. She played a lot of games with me, and as far as saying she missed me and she wanted me, then we would either, and then she would either cheat again or she'd just brush me off. Like one time I went to our old apartment she was living in, and I had moved out, and she wanted me to come over and talk, so I went over there, and then she gave me a Smirnoff and told me I could sleep on the couch, and she was going to bed, and she went to the back bedroom. And I got pissed off and said, "Fuck this," and I started to leave, and she got mad at me for wanting to leave. I was like, this is insane. My ex did something not similar, but so she took my son and left with nothing but a note. She left me with nothing but a note. To be fair, I was drinking a lot at the time, and she couldn't take it anymore, which I don't blame her. But at the same time, it was still a heart killer. Like that hurt a lot. And I can play the victim and say that it's because of those moments that led me here to become an alcoholic or caused me to act the way that I did. I can say that it's because of my bipolar and that these episodes aggravated my disorder because I choose to look at them as shaping points. Moments in my life that I've overcome, and it shows me my tenacity to be better. Being abandoned is one of the worst feelings in the world. You feel isolated, less than, and not worthy. I'm going to put some links in the description below, just as some resources about abandonment disorder, or about abandonment issues. I guess you could call that a disorder. I don't know if that actually is a thing. I'm going to have to look into that and find out if like abandonment disorder is a thing. Or if that's just PTSD. I don't know how they categorize that. But anyway, I hope that this episode helped at least a little bit. I know I didn't share a whole lot, but if you have any questions or you want to know more, just hit me up and let me know, and I'll gladly either do another episode or make one just for you, or we can have a one-on-one conversation. I'm down for anything. I just hope that it helps somebody out there realize that they're not alone in these kind of situations, and that if you need someone to talk to, there's someone out there that's willing to listen. And so just remember, you don't have to sit in the dark alone.